So I just saw the crappiest movie in the world. So I needed to get away from that. So I'm going to talk about one of my favorite books in the world, which I just read about a month ago. Sylvia Plath's Bell Jar, or The Bell Jar, is about this girl in her 20s, coming of age story. She wins a contest, she goes to New York to do some writing fashion thing, and when she comes back she becomes depressed. And the rest of the novel is just about her exploration of this depression and her experiences in this insane asylum and her struggles to become normal again and to escape this bell jar. So this bell jar metaphor is basically about you never know when you're trying to become well, as when you're depressed, you never know when you're fully out of it, because it's like depression's sort of like a bell jar that sucks all the air out of everything. And even when you get rid of the bell jar, like you somehow become normal again, you never know when that bell jar is going to hit again. I think we've all sort of had moments, bell jar sort of moments, like where we have our great days and we're just going along and we're going fine, and then all of a sudden it's this one day or string of days where it just sort of hits you, where you just get really bummed out. I mean, this is like a very unextreme version of her bell jar, but it's just like you don't know sometimes when you're gonna get in a funk, and that's what the bell jar is about. It's like this ultimate it's almost like death, like it hangs over you and you don't know when it's going to strike. And that's what Sylvia Plath is trying to say about this bell jar as a metaphor for depression. So, to be honest, Sylvia Plath is a bit of a drama queen. I guess that's the best way to put it. She takes every little bit of life and she makes it super dramatic. Have you ever watched Phantom of the Opera? So we all know the Phantom. He's like covering his face. He's like, I'm really badass. I got this white mask. Not sure why I'm using this bandana to show that that's a mask. But anyway, I got this mask, and I'm badass, and chicks sort of dig me because I'm mysterious, and I got a cape, and I kill stuff, but I'm still wounded, and I'm playing in a keyboard in my dad's basement, which is actually the theater hall, but whatever, equivalent to the Phantom's dad's basement, and he's like playing keyboard. Yeah, so you get the point. So anyway, so chicks dig that whole mysterious over-dramatization, and the same thing that makes Phantom work totally makes the bell jar work. So people think that the Dark Knight and the Joker, played by Heath Ledger, like wasn't that great? Some people. But that only the fact that because he died, that's what, it just built up the hype. And it's really not as good as people say. And he wasn't as good as people said he was, but just because he died, we just hyped him up more. But in fact, Heath Ledger was very good as a Joker. That was pushing the boundary of psychosis and of what we know of human insanity, and to give us an insight into that. And Sylvia Plath does the same thing here. Some people may say that the reason why her writing is so powerful is that because she died soon after publication, and that one of her characters died as well, so sort of this mirror thing. And I think that is true, that does make it powerful, but I think that discredits her in a way in her own writing, like discredits the fact of her talent. That what makes her amazing isn't the fact that she died, what makes her amazing as a writer is that she is a beautiful writer. The best part about Sylvia Plath is her use of metaphor, and there are just some brilliant moments here. So this is probably my favorite passage in the book. It actually talks about people trying to get you to forget things. Like they're like when things happen to you and people are like, it's all just a bad dream. Let it go. So you know, when you've had a bad breakup, like, let it go. It's all just a bad dream. Or I mean, I saw, like, when I was on a subway, this is years ago, I saw someone get hit by a subway train, and people say, oh, well, you know, just let it go. It's all just like a bad dream, you know, just, it's not there, you know, let it go. But shit like that, like, you can't just let it go. You can't just let go of memories of shit that actually happened. You could say it's a dream. You could say it's a nightmare. You could say it didn't happen. But at the end of the day, it's still there, it's still real, and it's still a part of you. And I feel like that's what Sylvia is trying to say here. And this quote really captures that sort of essence. So I'll just read you a little bit from here. We'll act as if all this were a bad dream. A bad dream. To the person in the bell jar, blank, and stopped as a dead baby, the world itself is the bad dream. A bad dream. I remembered everything. Maybe forgetfulness, like a kind snow, should numb and cover these thoughts. But they were part of me. They were my landscape.